winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. On first down, Landry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run on first down. Landry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Take down the ball carrier. He's tackled.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, it's Owens. Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
To throw is Scott, operating from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 34-yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Scott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Scott's pass complete.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 53 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Scott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Cam Akers, the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Scott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Scott now, throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker.
Scott's pass.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Scott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Quarterback sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Scott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Owens. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Detroit.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Scott on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gallagher. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
19-yard line.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's Scott on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Scott to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gallagher.
Scott's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Scott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Scott. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw is Scott. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. So
here are the Lions to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down, Detroit.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? On 2nd down now. Landry, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches? Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot. You know what I would do here? You would always go for it. I'm one of those guys. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much. Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Scott looking underneath. He's got Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Scott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Number 18.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
And that'll set him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Operating from the gun, Scott. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Scott now, off play action. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Scott over the middle, complete. It's Gallagher. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Makes the score Lions 21, Rams 6.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now they go screen. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. That's complete and Moss out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Thank you. All right, let's go. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Scott, off the play fake. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Scott. That will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gill. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Scott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Scott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Scott, throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Scott. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Scott. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From a yard out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Loss of 7 yards.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a man up and down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, Owens. 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A gain of 4 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
Is good.
And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Lions 24, Rams 13.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Scott throwing on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Scott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Back to throw. Scott is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Scott's pass. Complete.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and now in that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Campbell making the catch.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, Landry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll run on first down. Landry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the crossing route, complete. That's Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for the offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. But at this point, down big. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Number 32.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
That's good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Scott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Number 38.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And his kick is right through. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Back sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Scott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Scott's pass.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Landry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.